Hey guys, it's Donna with Miss Donna for Music. Hope you're having a great Thursday. So last week I shared that this week is the last week of our first quarter of the school year. And I had done a few quick little assessments last week, and I had shared the different activities that I was using to do those assessments for the end of quarter grading. And this week I wanted to share with you how I do those assessments. So at some point I will come up with something a little more formal than pen and notebook, but this works for now. So basically what I do is once I have the activities that I'm going to use for the assessments, and they're all things that we've either already been doing in class or similar to what we've been doing in class, and they all cover concepts that we've been working on since the beginning of the school year. So for rhythm, it's mostly ta, TT, and rest, or quarter notes and eighth notes and quarter rest. For singing, we've been mostly working on so, mi, and la. And then for the 3rd through 6th grade, we've also been doing recorder, playing the notes B, A, and G. And then we also look at their behavior, their participation, their attitude. Are they following directions? Those kinds of things. So in my school, we don't really grade music on their performance abilities as much. I do take those things into consideration. But basically, if you are a student who you're following directions, you're paying attention, you're actively participating and enthusiastic about the class, and you're at least trying your best, then it's an easy A for you. And if you can do all of that and you have some sort of musical talent, even better. So I just wanted to share real quick. So what I did last week is I jot down all the students' names for each class, and then across the top I have a few of the main categories I'm focusing on. So we've got rhythm, we've got solfege singing, following directions, their behavior and attitude. The older kids, of course, also have recorder. And then I usually have about 5 minutes between classes. So as we're doing the activities, I'm watching closely and just taking mental notes. And then at the end of class, I just jot down a couple of things. So like I put, if they're doing really well, they're trying hard, they're participating, there's not really any major issues, I'll put a check mark. Maybe if they've got like a few issues, but they're still trying and they're still working, I might give them an okay. If they're just struggling either musically or behaviorally, then I'll put a minus mark. And then you can see there's some where I actually wrote a few little words just to jot down if there's a specific note about a specific student. And so at the end of each class, I just kind of jot those little symbols down so it's real quick and it's fresh in my mind. And then later I can go back and look at my notes. I also, in my planning book, I also have a space over here where I jot down notes each class about specific students. If we've had an issue or a specific student really stood out because they were doing really well or really paying attention or showed some kind of improvement, or if there was a behavior issue, I'll jot that down there. So when it's time to do my grades, I look through my notes in my planner book for each grade level, and then I look at my notes for my assessment, and that's how I come up with their grade for the quarter. And then I put all those in the computer in a form and then send them off to their classroom teachers, who then handle the rest of it. So that's how I do my grading and my assessments for elementary music. So have a great music day and keep practicing.